Hello friends, now we are going to start and continue our chapter 8, page number 59, basic features of the constitution, right? Now basic features of the constitution means what? Till now what we had done, we have completed preamble, what preamble means. Now what we are going to learn about, on 26 January 1950, when our constitutions came into the power, what were the salient features? Salient features means which were the most important features which are still going on, right? So that what we are going to learn, right? Now first what we are going to the first topic is written document. Written document means what? Many countries, those who are the democratic country, all are having a constitution, but there are only two countries in the world, like except Britain and Israel. These are the two countries those do not have a written document. Rather than that, all the countries have a written document. So all the in constitution, all the laws, all the rights, principle, features, everything is in a written form. So anytime you will take it out, you will come to know, okay, for this what will be the law or what will be the rules. So that is what written document helps. So for a constitution, written document plays a very important role. It should be in a written way, so anybody could understood and anybody could read it and anybody could follow it very easily. Now we will go through the basic features of the constitution. The constitution, which came into force on 26 January 1950, is considered as the largest, extensive and detailed written document. Given below in the basic and salient features of it. Now what we are going to do, we are going to go through the salient features of the constitution. First is written document. Except Britain and Israel, India along with other nations of the world have their constitution in a written form. Considering the social, geographical diversified circumstances and prehistorical notions, the Constituent Assembly has kept the drafted constitution in a written form. So, in a written document, it is our constitution is in a written form. So, socially, means in a society what should be done. Geographically we are diversified, so what changes to be done at every place, right? Then prehistoric notions means when Britishers were in power, what was the situation, now how we have to deal it, the same situation will never occur again, right? So everything is written in our written document, in our constitution. That is the reason it is in a written form. Now, the second topic, size of the constitution. When we talk about the size of the constitution, means in how many parts they are divided into, how many sections are there, how many articles are there, how many appendices are there. So this is what, how our constitution is divided. Like what in our textbook we have history part, we have civics part, we have geography part, right? In that the chapters are different. The same way our constitution also have a different parts, right? Now first, size of constitution. Indian constitution is divided in 22 sections comprising 395 articles and 8 appendices. Now it becomes 12. Now how many sections are there? 22 sections are there, on the basis of judiciary, on the basis of politics, on the basis of society, right? So on the basis of marriage, for everything there are the sections in which our constitutions are divided. And in this sections there are 395 articles. Like for example, there is a one section in which 370 article is there, right? How about the Jammu and Kashmir? 340 article is there about the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. So this is how the 395 articles are there. And 8 appendices. I already told you, appendices means any changes that happen after the constitution was written. So that is what the appendices means. The constitution comprise provisions for state administration and states interrelationship, fundamental rights, rights principles for political parties, judiciary, election commission, government institution, minorities, scheduled caste and deprived groups. So these are the most important sections of our constitution. Like for example, what are the fundamental rights of our country? In judiciary, what should be taken care of? When election will be held, right? What election commission should do, right? Then what are the rights of minorities? This all has been given in our constitution. So you have to just follow the constitution of our country. Therefore, our Constitution of India is the largest, extensive and detailed written document compared to other constitution. Our constitution is one of the largest written document, right? Because everything is written thoroughly in a detailed work has been done in our constitution. Not a single part of our society will be deprived of it. Means everything is included in our constitution. Now, the third is single citizenship. Now it is not there. So when we will go through it, we will come to know. In America, dual citizenship is given. One for United States of America and another for state citizens. Like in our country, what we have only one citizenship. But in USA, there are two citizens. They are the citizen of America also, and they are the particular of the state where they are staying. They should have that card also that they are staying in this state. So they have the dual citizenship. But in India, there is only one single citizenship, irrespective of any region or state of the country. All of our country now. Before 1 year, about Article 370. Only citizen of Jammu and Kashmir have dual citizenship. One for India and other for the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Till now, Jammu and Kashmir was enjoying this. Okay, they have their Indian citizenship also, and they are the particularly the member of their state also. So they cannot be excluded from there. But now what happened after 370 article has been excluded from the constitution. Now Jammu and Kashmir people also became the citizen of our country. Now they have also a single citizenship. They don't have now, dual citizenship and all. So these are the three articles, written document, size of constitution and single citizenship. Right, now we will go through the fourth, which is very important part.